It's my life.
Hello, people. So today I'm going to share with you how you can maximize your BBS. Now, BBS is expensive, and if it could even be any way remotely possible, we would like that each one of these cysts hatch and be fed to our fish. Now, this one has been already in the tumbler for 24 hours. So right now there should be some that are hatched. And the thing about BBS is every manufacturer would make some kind of declaration that their BBS hatches in 24 hours, but that is not always the case. And there are always going to be late bloomers and so on. What we want is to catch as many BBS that have hatched first because that is the most nutritious for our fish because it will contain the yolk sacs, which is very, very nutritious for our fish. So we need to make a first harvest right now. Cue the high speed. Stop. Now, let's talk about the RBBS in particular. When you buy your BBS, my top tip for you is always buy from people who know how to handle the BBS. You ask them, the sellers, how are you storing your BBS? And if they just say, "Oh, it's just here in the shelf or in this jar," then walk away. BBS has to be stored in a refrigerator, not in the freezer, in the refrigerator. It should be in the chiller. That way, the BBS will last long and the hatch rates will remain high. If it is stored outside at room temperature, then chances are you'll get a lousy hatch. Okay, time to harvest. Do the first harvest. By the way, this is just a rig that I made from a soda bottle, and I got this from a local cooking store, a thrift store, and it just fit, and I added silicone. It works. It really makes harvesting the BBS easier. But and I stop. Now this old water I will throw away. I already prepared this water. It's clean water with salt also, as you can see there at the bottom. And I will be adding this to our tumbler. There are still a lot of unhatched eggs in here, I promise you. Basically, what we are doing is we are doing a water change. Yes, silly as it sounds for BBS, but that is what I've been doing, that is what I've been practicing, and I managed to get more for my BBS this way. Now, this harvest is the first 24 hours. Tomorrow morning we'll do another harvest, and tomorrow evening we'll do another harvest.
Several hours later.
Hey guys, it's been 12 hours since the first harvest. Now we will do the second harvest. Cue the high speed. Jiggle, jiggle. There. Still a lot. And tonight we'll be doing another one. It will not be as much, but I promise you there will still be enough to feed. So bali each time you harvest, I add water, fresh water, because all living things poo and pee. So that's why you need to do some sort of change. And the next the next harvest will be tonight in approximately 10 12 hours, and we'll do that video again later. Okay, bye. Time now for the third
The
and final
audio, the
harvest.
lapel mic was not turned on, and
And
please bear with me. Anyway, I
moving
think
on
it's
there.
audible enough to use. So here, this is
Right
the
now, this
last
is
and
just
final harvest.
mostly eggshells and a few unhatched brine shrimp. So once again, time lapse. As you can see, although there are few, there's still a lot. And I don't normally include a flashlight, use a flashlight, but this is just for the video so that you can have a clear view of the BBS that is still inside. So you see, this is the third harvest already. Normally, people just harvest. If the BBS is 24 hours, most people wait until, let's say, 36 hours and then make a single harvest. It's such a waste. It really is such a waste. You can do three harvests first on the first 24 hours and then add another 12, then finally another 12. So on a span of 48 hours, you maximize the amount of BBS that you have. You can clearly see that there's still a lot of BBS. Now I'm not gonna anymore. I'm just going to drain all the water into this container. It's full. I need to throw it away. So this is the third harvest, guys, and you can clearly see that there's still an awful lot of BBS in here. So my suggestion for you is maximize the BBS. And I'm just curious if you can leave a comment, and I'd like to know how much does BBS cost in your country. Please like and subscribe. It would help me grow my channel.